Hi, my name is Jasmine Roman. I'm 40 years old and I am disabled. I'm making this video because I had a lot of comments asking what my disability is and what causes the pain that I have. So first up is going to be RSD, which is Reflux Sympathetic Dystrophy, which is a nerve disorder. I got that when I was 15. I felt a lot of pain in my rib cage, and all of a sudden, like in the next week, the pain went all the way from my rib cage all the way down my arm, my leg, that I couldn't walk, basically. I was on a walker. My mom used to carry me to the bathroom. My boyfriend at the time, who's my husband now, used to carry me to go to the bathroom. And I was only 15, So when, was I 15? Yeah, I was 15. And then when I got pregnant when I was 16, all my illnesses went away. And they tried to study me to see why all this stuff just completely stopped. And they came back just because of the hormones. The baby was basically the baby was protecting me. And I was so scared to give birth. So I graduated June 4th. I got my hairdresser's license at June 15th. And then I had my son on July 6th. So after that, I got a job at Great Cuts where I cut hair. And I was still working at the mall at Wet Seal. But I was making so much more money at Great Cuts that I could leave Wet Seal at the mall. I loved my job. I enjoyed going to work every day. My boyfriend was going to be the stay-at-home dad while I worked because I made quite a bit of money. And I had so many clients. I worked 7 days a week, 5 days as a hairdresser, and 2 days as the cashier at Great Cuts because they were short receptionists. And then when I was like, I'll do it, you know what I mean? And my box never was over or under. It was perfect, always. And once I did it 2 times in a row, they asked me all the time, can you take a shift? And I wasn't doing nothing at home. I just had the baby and my boyfriend. And I'm like, why not just work? I loved working. I was always a worker. I started working at 13 years old. Like, I worked at an insurance place. I worked in the mall. Like, I was a hard worker. My mom made sure that we were all hard workers. In about 6 months after I had my son, when I stopped pumping and I was just on regular birth control, which was a birth control that was low in hormones, my body shut down. I'm telling you, my body shut down. I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. You couldn't touch me. The lightest skin touch was excruciating pain. I was in the hospital for 6 months because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And then my godsend, my Dr. Sorrell, he came on and figured out what I had, which was the RSD, and with my loin pain hematuria, which is a kidney disease, and lower lobe hematuria, they figure out what to do. And that's when I started my journey on pain medication. And I've been on pain medication for the past 20 years. I've gone through fentanyl patches. That's when my pain was at its worst. And morphine and Oxycontin and all that. Now I'm down to just my oxycodone and my morphine. But I'm having bad feet right now, and he's had to raise my medications, and they don't know what to do because they've done everything they could. So they did a surgery, which they cut all my nerves in my kidney, every nerve, because the nerves are what's causing the pain. And I got off the fentanyl patches. I was on 1 pill morphine at night and then my oxycodone 3 times a day. That's it. But I was still dealing with other stuff. Now they just diagnosed me with Alport Syndrome, which is I don't know how to say it. deteriorating kidney disease where my eyesight will go and my hearing will go. I went to the eye doctor. My eyesight has gotten worse. My hearing, I still gotta go get a test done because my husband thinks my hearing has been affected. And then I got diagnosed with Nutcracker Syndrome, which is another kidney disease. And this, I went and got an MRI on my spine because my spine's been hurting me. Come find out, I have a degenerating L5 was disc. So I have arthritis in my spine. And it's in the area where I have a lot of scars. The scars are from when they put pain pumps in me. Because my pain was so bad, they needed the pain medication to go directly to the area that I was in pain. So they would put a tube and sew it into my spine so it would stay in place to go. And then I would get better, they would take it out. Throughout the years, I've had maybe 10 pain pumps. At my sister's wedding, I was with a pain pump. Imagine that. So, I've been out of my son's life, meaning taking care of him his whole life. Because I've been sick and I'm bedbound. Now, my knees I have severe arthritis in my right knee and arthritis in my left knee. I got hypothyroidism. I have high cholesterol. I get migraines. I have asthma. I have chronic pain syndrome. Like, I have the works when it comes to kidneys. What's that? And that's just my story. And I started doing content creation and opening subscription boxes. It's my joy. It's my happy place. So if you can help me out to get to at least 1,000 followers, it would mean the world to me. Just hit that like button and pick that follow. All my content, it's going to be about makeup, beauty, skincare. And then I have a YouTube channel that I have 100 subscribers on. Well, 112 right now. And I can't believe I did that. When I get to 250, I'll do a giveaway. When I get to 500, I'll do a giveaway. And then when I get to 1,000, I'll do a big giveaway. And if I get to 1,000 followers here on TikTok, I'll do a giveaway. So if you can help me out, that would mean the world to me. This is my happy place now, doing videos and stuff. And as someone who's bedbound, like, walking down the stairs is petrifying. I have a PCA, which is my son's father, and he has to walk with me down. Going upstairs is not too bad, but going down, it's a lot. And he cooks, he cleans, he does everything in the household. I don't do nothing. I sit and I eat. But these videos, he sees how much joy it's bringing me. Like, it's getting me out of the bed to sit at the bottom of the bed to do these videos, and he thinks it's fantastic, and he wants me to continue doing them, because when I get depressed, I get big depressed, like crying every day. Anything bothers me, it ticks me off. So I do have severe depression, which is due because of everything. I'm a hard worker. That's who I was. And not being able to work sucks. Some people are like, oh, I wish I could just stay home and do nothing. No, that's not me. I want to work, but I just can't. I take a lot of medication. You think a job wants somebody that's on morphine? Like, no, you can't. They can't do that. So, if you can give me a follow, that would mean the world. Bye. I tried not to cry. I tried.